Neil Frank, the celebrated American meteorologist whose calm voice and authoritative forecasts guided millions through hurricanes and severe weather, has passed away at the age of 94, according to reports from CO. His death marks the end of an era in broadcast meteorology and public weather service. Neil Frank was more than a television personality. He was a trusted public servant who dedicated his life to understanding the atmosphere and protecting communities from nature's most dangerous forces. Born in the early 1930s, Neil Frank grew up fascinated by the weather. From a young age, storms captured his imagination and shaped his future path. He pursued his education with determination, eventually earning advanced degrees in meteorology. His academic background laid the foundation for a career defined by precision, credibility, and public trust. Frank's professional journey began with the National Weather Service, where he quickly distinguished himself as a skilled and thoughtful meteorologist. His expertise in tropical weather systems became especially valuable as hurricanes continued to pose serious threats to coastal regions of the United States. Over time, Neil Frank rose through the ranks and became a respected leader within the meteorological community. In 1988, he was appointed director of the National Hurricane Center, one of the most critical positions in weather forecasting. As director, Frank oversaw hurricane tracking and public advisories during some of the most challenging storm seasons in recent history. His leadership helped modernize forecasting techniques and strengthen communication between scientists, emergency managers, and the public. Neil Frank firmly believed that clear communication could save lives. He emphasized accuracy without sensationalism. During hurricanes, his steady demeanor reassured the public even in moments of great uncertainty. He understood that fear could spread as quickly as storms, and he worked tirelessly to present facts calmly and responsibly. After leaving the National Hurricane Center, Frank transitioned into broadcast meteorology, bringing his experience directly to viewers. He joined CO in Houston, a city frequently threatened by hurricanes and severe weather. For decades, Houston residents welcomed Neil Frank into their homes through television screens. His forecasts were not just predictions, they were lessons in preparedness and understanding. Viewers trusted him because he never exaggerated risks nor minimized dangers. When Neil Frank spoke, people listened. He became known for explaining complex weather systems in a way that ordinary viewers could easily understand. His use of plain language and clear visuals set a standard for television meteorology. Beyond forecasting, Frank was deeply involved in educating the public about hurricane safety. He frequently emphasized evacuation planning, storm surge awareness, and the importance of official warnings. His efforts contributed to a broader culture of preparedness across the Gulf Coast. Neil Frank's impact extended far beyond Houston. Within the meteorological community, he was admired as a mentor and leader. Young meteorologists often looked to him as a role model for professionalism and integrity. He encouraged scientific rigor while reminding colleagues of their responsibility to the public. Frank received numerous awards throughout his career in recognition of his contributions to weather science and public safety. Despite his accolades, he remained humble and focused on service. Those who worked with him often described him as kind, patient, and deeply committed to his work. Even after retiring from regular broadcasting, Neil Frank remained engaged with weather discussions and public outreach. He occasionally appeared in interviews to provide insight during major storm events. His voice, though less frequent, still carried authority and reassurance. As technology transformed forecasting, Frank welcomed innovation while emphasizing the importance of human judgment. He believed models were tools, not replacements for experience and critical thinking. Neil Frank witnessed tremendous changes in meteorology over his lifetime. From rudimentary radar systems to advanced satellite imagery, he adapted and evolved with the science. Yet, his core philosophy remained unchanged: serve the public with honesty and clarity. His passing has prompted an outpouring of tributes from colleagues, viewers, and former students. Many have shared memories of watching him during hurricanes, feeling calmer simply because he was on air. Others recall his mentorship and encouragement early in their careers. CO honored Neil Frank as a foundational figure in its history. The station acknowledged his role in shaping its reputation for trusted weather coverage. For Houston, Neil Frank was more than a meteorologist, he was part of the city's collective memory. Families remember gathering around televisions during storms, listening carefully to his updates. In moments of danger, he became a steady presence amid chaos. Neil Frank's life reflects the power of science communicated with compassion. He demonstrated that expertise paired with humility can earn lasting public trust. His work saved lives, reduced panic, and helped communities prepare for the worst. At 94, his legacy spans generations of viewers and meteorologists alike. Though he is gone, his influence remains embedded in modern weather communication. Every calm forecast during a storm carries a trace of the standards he set. Neil Frank's death is not just the loss of a respected professional, but the farewell to a voice that guided millions safely through uncertainty. He leaves behind a legacy of service, integrity, and dedication to public safety. In remembering Neil Frank, the world honors a man who turned science into reassurance. His life reminds us that knowledge, when shared responsibly, can truly save lives. Neil Frank will be remembered as a pioneer, a teacher, and a trusted guardian against the storm. His contributions to meteorology will endure long after the skies clear, and for countless viewers, his calm presence will never be forgotten.